If you're a creator and you're not making over $10,000 per month, then you're broke. Let me say why. Because when you're making over $10,000, that's when we can start to call it real money, right? Per month. And there's so much potential that anybody who's in the content creation scene can make it. I'm telling you guys, I was there before. I was not making so much money from content creation. But when I figured out what I'm about to show you in this video, everything changed for me. So most creators are broke, and I'm going to say it not in a rude way. This is not to be rude, but I'm just going to say it because I want to wake you up. Honestly, most creators are broke and they don't know it. So it's not because you're lazy or you're not good. It's because you're doing everything that you're supposed to do. So things like posting, showing up every single day, trying to build an audience, trying to, make a video go viral. You think that that's what's good for you, but it's not. Trust me on that. Trust me. And chasing that whole virality thing, it is really not good for your mind. What do you call it? Mental health, right? It is literally not good for your mental health. You're not going to continue. You're going to stop and you're going to go mental. So you don't want to do that. You're going to feel so stuck all the time trying to get a video viral, but that's not what's going to make you money. Okay. So I was stuck too as well at one point because I was chasing that high of making, videos go viral. I've got a couple of YouTube videos. One of them has 470 something K in subscribers and the other one 34K. Facebook accounts. I've got Facebook pages. I've got Instagram. Over 200K in followers on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, you name it, right? Because I was chasing all those highs of, making videos go viral, making reels go viral. But I was just so distracted until I found out what I'm about to show you guys. Honestly, because it changed the game for me. So let me show you. I had a community on Discord for free, right? It had, I think, 25,000 members in there. But I wasn't making any money from it. From the outside, it looked like, yeah, this guy makes so much money from this community. It looked amazing. But I wasn't making money from it. People weren't engaging that much. People really, all they cared about was getting freebies. They just come in, get the freebie and leave. There's no real connection. There's no real, feeling like you belong. There's no real belonging there. And it felt like I was giving away too much, but without any reward. And obviously, as a content creator, you need something to reward you, right? So money is a big motivator as well. You're not going to work for free. Nobody wants to work for free. So I literally shut it down because it wasn't bringing me good satisfaction, okay? And what I did instead is I launched a paid community. I launched it on Skool. Now, you can see here 883 members, right? These 883 members, they're all paying either $49 a month or $392 a year, okay? So this is pulling, right now, as we speak, about $45,000 in revenue, okay? And I launched it with literally no pre-recorded courses, okay? In the beginning, in 2020, when I first launched my first course, it literally took me 8 months to record and edit that course. And that was the biggest mistake I made when it comes to course creation. Because 8 months of recording, 8 months, that is so long. And then editing and all of that before you could actually validate whether it works or not, whether the whole idea is good. I mean, eventually I made a good amount of sales from it, but that was definitely the wrong approach. So I was like, you know what? The next course I'm going to do, I'm just going to pre-sell it and I'm going to tell them exactly what they're going to buy. And if I make, a good enough amount of sales, then I'm going to do everything live. And I did that in 2021. That works well, but it was just a course. Now this is a community. So what I did when I launched it, because obviously they knew me already, they knew the kind of value I could bring in, they knew exactly what I'm about and what I've achieved, etc. This is in a different niche, in the print on demand niche, because that's what my personal brand is about in that niche. And yeah, we did it with no ads. We did it with no funnels. I taught everything live, week by week, inside the community. Okay, and we built a wait list. So we said to them, "There's only about 50 people that can come in and enjoy the community. We're building something incredible, etc., etc." We hyped it up, and then before you know it, 50 slots got filled pretty instantly. And then we upped the ante, to 100 and then 200. And before you know it, we had, 1,000 members. Now it dropped to 800 because I literally stopped making content. But we're working on rebuilding again. But essentially, in 11 days, we got $45,000 in recurring revenue. But at first, it literally was non-stop, okay? I did live calls daily, 6 days a week. My team was in place from day one. And where did we get the team from? We got it from the Discord community. And once the course was done, I recorded everything, uploaded it to the classroom, okay? Obviously, every single time we would record a live set, we would do a live session, we would record it and then upload it to the classroom because Skool gives you that ability. And then we automated the whole thing. Then things started to pick up fast, okay? We won the Skool games. That was literally within 11 days. There's my picture with me and Alex Hormozy and Sam Ovens right there. One of the biggest entrepreneurs in the game. And I got invited to stay at the Skool mansion in Vegas for 4 days. And I met Alex Hormozy, Sam Ovens, and a bunch of other top community builders, naming people like Max Persson, Keytron, and a few other personalities. They've done a fantastic job there. And that trip really, really opened my eyes, honestly, guys. It made me realize how simple this model really can be. And you can do it too. Anybody can do it. And look, I'm not against selling courses, but I've sold courses and I've sold communities. Community is so much better because you get everyone in one place, okay? And you can sell to them every single month. They are subscribed with you. You've got recurring revenue. You don't have to build a new course and a new product and, everything new. You don't want to do that. And in February, just recently, a couple of months ago, we ran our first in-person event, okay? I drove all the way to Casablanca from London, and we had 120 people show up. Some people flew in from Europe, from France, precisely, just to attend the event. This is what it looks like. And others were driving around the city, literally trying to find the hotel from my Instagram stories. That was crazy. And that's what happens when you really build a community and build a connection between people. They really want to be, around you. They want to come to your events because we couldn't obviously bring in all 1,000 people to the event. It was going to cost us too much. So why did this work? So, like I said, the first thing, I sold everything before I built the course. Okay. It wasn't time consuming and I didn't waste any time recording the course that nobody wants. But I knew that my people wanted a community, not just a course, because I've done courses before and they were like, no, we want somewhere to get together, like a WhatsApp or a Discord. Obviously, I did a Discord, it was free, nobody cared. You want something that is not free so that people can pay attention and actually care about it. And number two, we had recurring revenue, which gave me breathing room to reinvest. Because, for example, the RL, in real life events, I paid for it, from the community fund, whatever money we get. If I didn't have a recurring revenue, I wouldn't have been able to host that event for them. So they really, really appreciated that. And the community was everything, people stayed, they shared wins, we get them sharing wins all the time, as you can see here. Okay? That's incredible. And some even became my team. I literally employed 2 team members from this new community. That was incredible. Now, let me talk to you about why most creators stay broke. Why is that? Because you're selling cheap stuff to cold people, right? You're you're getting used to, or you're using them to just watch you, not buy anything from you. They don't desire anything from you. They just want to watch you because you're entertaining or informative or whatever, but you're not creating a sense of, you know what, I want more from this creator. You know what, I want to buy his course. You know what, I want to join his community. You need to create a kind of, curiosity in order to make them, desire the thing that I'm talking about. So you're relying on content instead of systems. You need a system that allows you to actually, draw these people in and make them buy something that is so valuable from you. You need to kind of create that sense of value that is beyond what you're offering, in your YouTube or Instagram video, whatever. And you don't have a real offer. There's no retention and there's no structure. So you need to have something concrete to sell. And you're trying to go viral instead of going deep. And this is the thing. If you're just trying to go viral and chasing that high of, this video has to be better than the other video, etc., you won't be able to sell. You need to go deep and solve a real problem. If there's no real problem that you're trying to solve, it's very hard to sell them the thing. Okay? So here's what I would do if I started again. I would build a wait list 100%, because you want to create that scarcity. You want to create that urgency, that FOMO. If they don't have FOMO, they're not going to buy, right? Start posting curiosity-based content. This is what we do all the time. Always post something that makes them think that there's something coming, something really big, and it's going to, help them with X, Y, and Z, etc. And there's truth to it, but, that's the thing. This is marketing. You got to make them value the thing before you show it. You can't just dump everything at them. Launch a paid community with a live course. Okay, you don't have to record everything before. Just sell the community, sell the promise, and then deliver when you open the community. Granted, you have to make sure that there are certain systems in place, like someone to talk to when they come in, some video in the community saying that this is what we're going to offer, or this is what we're going to cover, and this is how long it will take, etc. Right? At least the big headlines, at least a structure of what there's going to be in the community, etc. Right? You can't just launch a community and people pay and they find nothing. You can't do that. Teach the course live 100%. Do not pre-record it. Don't waste too much time. Don't waste too much valuable time on this. Add onboarding and systems later. Okay? And yeah, so when you teach the course live, you record it while you deliver it. And then you add onboarding and systems later. You don't have to do it immediately. You can always refine and change things bit by bit. And then you can scale with content and ads. That is pretty much it. Don't complicate it. If you're doing everything right and still not getting results, it's probably not you. It's literally the model. And what I mean by the model is this thing of selling a course after course, selling a PDF, a digital product, a cheap offer, It's very, very time consuming, very nerve-wracking, and it's very frustrating because it literally burns you out. And you're not going to see a massive spike in revenue. You're always fighting to fill that bucket, and it's very, very hard. So if you want to do exactly what I did, check out Skool, because Skool is literally the best platform that I would personally recommend. And it literally changed everything for me when it comes to, online education, right? I stopped selling courses, but I started building communities. And I'm going to do everything live here in this channel. I'm going to share everything with you guys. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to drop it down in the comments. If you want to start your group on Skool, I'm going to leave you a link below as well. And I'm going to share with you some really, really cool systems. We actually just done a webinar a couple of days ago, and it literally brought us $6,000 in 2 hours. If you want me to break down that system and, you know, how we actually started the webinar, how we, you know, all the events that led to that webinar and how we actually made it work, the funnel and everything, let me know in the comments, and I'm more than happy to actually do a video for you and break it down. Until next time, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.